पॉलिसी बाजार पर 1 करोड़ रुपए का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस केवल 450 रुपए महीने से शुरू। वाह!
The Congress MP Rahul Gandhi on Saturday attacked the BJP government for allegedly spreading hate using religious differences as a weapon. He took the swipe during a speech at the Red Fort after the Bharat Jodo Yatra wound up with a climax at the Red Fort. The Congress's Yatra entered the national capital on Saturday, accompanied by hundreds. The Delhi leg of the Yatra covered roughly 23 kilometers, starting from the Badarpur border, where it entered the capital city from Haryana, and then ending up with a grand finale at the Red Fort, where the Congress MP Rahul Gandhi attacked the BJP government for, as he put it, spreading hate using religious differences as a weapon to distract the public from the real issues.
24 घंटा हिंदू मुस्लिम हिंदू मुस्लिम हिंदू मुस्लिम हिंदू मुस्लिम हिंदू मुस्लिम, ये सच्चाई नहीं है भाई और बहनों। मैं चला हूं कन्याकुमारी से यहां तक, ये सच्चाई नहीं है। सारे के सारे एक दूसरे से मोहब्बत करते हैं, प्यार करते हैं, गले लगते हैं। तो सवाल उठता है, ये क्यों हो रहा है? जब सच्चाई है कि देश का आम नागरिक, चाहे हिंदू हो, मुस्लिम हो, सिख हो, ईसाई हो, किसी भी जात का हो, वो एक दूसरे से प्यार करता है, मोहब्बत करता है, एक दूसरे की इज्जत करता है। 90% लोग इस देश के एक दूसरे से प्यार करते हैं, मोहब्बत करते हैं, इज्जत करते हैं। देखिए मेरे सामने, ये देखिए, घूम के देखिए, ये जैन मंदिर है, गुरुद्वारा है, मंदिर है, मस्जिद है, ये है हिंदुस्तान।
And the Padyatra entered the national capital as the government imposed new COVID protocols, and the health minister had last week written to Rahul Gandhi asking him to ensure COVID protocols were followed during this yatra. And the Congress President Mallikarjuna Kharge today at the Red Fort on Saturday said this showed that the BJP government was scared and was trying to use COVID to derail the Padyatra.
यहाँ के सरकार को, बीजेपी को ऐसा हो रहा है, वो डर गए हैं, इसीलिए ये कोविड का बहाना बीच में लाए हैं। अरे कोविड नहीं है कहीं भी, कोई एक मास्क भी नहीं पहना, आप देखिए, और किसी को कुछ नहीं हुआ। लेकिन अचानक हमारे प्रधानमंत्री अपने हेल्थ मिनिस्टर को कहकर ये कहा कि देश में कोविड बढ़ रहा है, इसका जरा प्रचार करो। तो ये प्रचार करके उन्होंने पार्लियामेंट में अपना मास्क लगा के वहां पर आए। लेकिन मैं उनको कहीं शादी में देखा, कहीं जाते, वहां पर वो मास्क नहीं लगाए थे, उनका मास्क नहीं था। अरे आप खुद मास्क बाहर नहीं पहनते हो, पार्लियामेंट में आकर ऐसा मास्क पहनते हो। ये सिर्फ डराने के लिए, आप में डर पैदा करने के लिए, लोगों में डर पैदा करके इस यात्रा को तोड़ने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
And Congress leaders Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra joined the Yatra early in the morning, earlier in the day on Saturday, and later the superstar actor turned politician Kamal Haasan came to join as the march was nearing the Red Fort. Mr. Haasan, one of the biggest movie icons of South India, is the latest celebrity to be taking part in the Yatra. And speaking at the Red Fort, he said many have asked him why he is here. His response, he's here as an Indian, listening to his inner voice.
I'm here, I reiterate, as an Indian. I'm trying to, what I'm trying to Jodo is not just states. I'm trying to connect the glorious legacy of our past with a bright future that we deserve. I'm here, I stood before the mirror and looked at myself and asked myself a question. This is a time when the country needs you. So I heard a voice from within. Kamal, भारत तोड़ने की मदद मत करो, जोड़ने की मदद करो. Kamal is my name. I mean no innuendos here.
And now, apart from attacking the BJP government for promoting religious enmity between Hindus and Muslims, Rahul Gandhi also accused the centre of conceding ground to China at the line of actual control. And the BJP, at the end of the day, launched a counter-attack.
जब देश को जोड़ने की बात करते हैं तो आपकी पार्टी ने, आपकी पार्टी की विचारधारा ने और आपकी पार्टी की राजनीति ने जो नफरत लाने का काम किया आजादी के बाद, ये आपको बताना जरूरी था. शाहबानों से लेकर सायराबानों तक कांग्रेस पार्टी का इतिहास तोड़ने का रहा है और अल्पसंख्यक समाज को रूढ़िवादिता में घेरने का रहा है.
Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra entered the national capital today, the heart of the country, and it was a 28-kilometer day-long, walking yatra, which saw in certain places, specifically post-noon, the evening session after 1 p.m. And, if I can earmark those areas when he was going through Nizamuddin and then, of course, ITO, Delhi Gate and all those areas, still Red Fort, saw a huge amount of crowds, in fact, also coming in. It also saw Kamal Hassan, the superstar from South, joining the Yatra. With the BJP, of course, sharpening their attack on the Bharat Jodo Yatra, calling it an amalgamation of the Tukre Tukre gang. There are two ways to look at it. And when Rahul Gandhi, in fact, today, when he wrapped up his Yatra from the Red Fort, the very iconic Red Fort, the imagery was also very, very clear. The messaging was powerful and it was clear that he wants to now retake the position as the principal challenger against Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And because, the Prime Minister on 15th August always comes at the Red Fort in India, that's a tradition, and he addresses the people. So in Delhi, concluding his yatra there and talking to the people, Rahul Gandhi, with much more confidence today, said that his image, which the BJP tried to destroy with so much, his allegation is with so much money being pumped in, I have destroyed that. I've successfully been able to go and speak to the people and recreate that image and at least have a direct conversation with the people. Whether that has happened or not, time will tell, because there will be certain parameters for Rahul Gandhi's image and how consistent he is after this, because he was always called as a reluctant politician, inconsistent politician. But the fact is that while this yatra today in the national capital, the Congress party put up very big hoardings, the Congress party put up posters, banners all across. But the fact remains that whether this yatra in the long run has any impact on Rahul Gandhi's image, it has any impact electorally for the Congress party, that will be one parameter of success. But this yatra certainly at this moment is doing two things for the Congress party. One, mobilizing their cadre wherever it is going, giving them a new shot in the arm. And number two, this is also taking the Congress party, putting it in the narrative, in the conversation, and also in the media, as the Congress often blames or complains that they are completely kept out. So that those two things are being achieved as far as this yatra is concerned so far. Rest, what kind of an impact it will have, we'll know in the elections which are upcoming in the next year.
All right, let's get you a wrap of the national news. First, a local court in Uttar Pradesh's Mathura has ordered a survey now of the Shahi Idgah Mosque because of a petition that claims that it has now been built on the Krishna Janmabhoomi. Now, the birthplace of Lord Krishna now after the Ram Janmabhoomi. So now they're saying that they should be surveyed by the Archaeological Survey of India after the 2nd of January, and the report is to be submitted on the 20th of January. The court passed this order based on a lawsuit filed by a right-wing outfit, the Hindu Sena, which says now the survey will be similar to the one in Varanasi's Gyanvapi Mosque, where they claim a shivling was found during a survey. The court has fixed the 20th of January as the next date for the hearing in this matter. And a group of at least 30 men, this on Christmas Eve, armed with sticks, attacked a Christmas program in Uttarakhand. And they allege that forced conversions were being carried out there. The police detained 6 people, including the pastor and his wife, who were attacked by this mob, which claims to be from a right-wing Hindu organization. Everyone was released eventually. The police claim that the matter has been amicably resolved. And the CBI has gotten 3-day custody of the former MD and CEO of ICICI Bank, Chanda Kochar and Deepak Kochar, arrested in the alleged ICICI Bank Videocon loan fraud case. A big story this week, the union government decided to make ration available for free and not just on subsidized rates for those covered under the National Food Security Act, at least till December next year. So what does this mean for the people on the ground? Alok Pandey and Rajesh Gupta report.
2 lakh crore rupees is what it will cost the Modi government to give free food grain to 80 crore people across India for a year. Under the National Food Security Act, after discontinuing or subsuming the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, a special free ration scheme implemented during the COVID pandemic. This is what changes on the ground. I am at a ration shop in a village called Mahura Khurd. Now Mahura Khurd is a village on the outskirts of Lucknow, and it has all kinds of card holders, the poorest of the poor or the Antyodaya card holders that get about 35 kilo of grain free every month. And then of course under the system that was implemented during the COVID times, they can also get 5 kilos of food grain free and 5 kilos on a payment. And then you have the normal card holders who were getting till now 5 kilos of grain free and another 5 kilos on a payment, on a nominal payment of 3 rupees for rice and 2 rupees for the other grain, as far as I can remember. But I think the change right now, it's important for our viewers to understand, is that free component is being ended. So basically the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana is being ended, but the ration that one was getting for a payment, the 5 kilo ration per month, that will be given for free for a year. 68-year-old Harish Chandra, a marginal farmer from the outskirts of Lucknow and a BJP supporter, says the government's free grain scheme during COVID helped a lot. And the new free grain scheme is welcome too, but with a political twist. As of now, this new scheme ends in December 2023, just months before the crucial 2024 national election.
ये तो सरकार अपने में चुनाव है और फ्री बढ़ता रहेगा राशन, हमारी तो ये उम्मीद है.
500 kilometers away, in East UP's remote Sonbhadra district, one of India's most impoverished areas, 70-year-old Manik Chand Paswan, whose migrant labor son, the only earning member of the family, returned home during COVID and now does odd jobs in Sonbhadra, says the free ration scheme was a lifesaver. But the family never got the full quota each month.
ये 5 किलो गल्ला जो भी मिल रहा है उसमें 250-300 ग्राम कटौती हो जा रहा है. तो मेरे कहने के अनुसार भी सरकार वहाँ से दे रहे हैं और यहाँ हमारे के यहाँ जो है मिल नहीं पा रहा है. उधर से हो रहा है कि हम दे रहे हैं, यहाँ हो रहा है कि हम पा नहीं रहे हैं.
The National Food Security Act covers 75% of India's rural population and about 45% of the urban population. Latest government data for December shows over 78 lakh quintals of rice and 32 lakh quintals of wheat have been distributed to beneficiaries so far this month. The government had said last week that India has sufficient food grain stocks to meet the requirement under the National Food Security Act and its other welfare schemes. So the next deadline for this free ration thing is December 2023, and that is a year away. But I think that's a significant date because after that you'll have the national election of 2024 come on. So I think it'll be very interesting to see a year from now what the Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, who is on your screens also right now, does when that date is near. And while everyone says that one should not look at it from the prism of politics, I think that is something that really does become unavoidable. So one will wait to see a year from now what happens when this deadline for giving out this free ration comes to an expiry or approaches an expiry date. With Rajesh Gupta, this is Alok Pandey, NDTV.